Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we're going to be talking about three more players that have had top 30 visits with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They are Tennessee defensive tackle Omarr Norman-Lott. You go down here to cornerback, you've got California cornerback Nohl Williams, as reported by Evan Winter. Omarr was reported by Ian Rappaport, by the way. And then finally, you have got Marshall safety J.J. Roberts. Let's go ahead and start off with the big man here, defensive tackle Omarr Norman-Lott, out of Tennessee, by the way, so pretty decent school for Norman-Lott to be a part of here. 6'2", 291 pounds, graded to be a good backup with potential to develop into a starter by NFL.com. You take a look, the 15th rated defensive lineman at the NFL Combine in terms of production score, 30th in athleticism score. He is a 31.5-inch vertical jump, 9'5" broad jump. Let's go all the way down here. According to Lance Zierlein, he's projected to be a 3rd to 4th round selection. So a little bit of a middle round type of guy. As always, let's take a dive into the Pro Football Focus big board and see where Omarr finds himself. He actually finds himself as the 27th ranked player on the Pro Football Focus big board. That's very interesting. He is 23 years old. Now, Pro Football Focus has him in at 6'3", 315 pounds. So a little bit of a difference here. I mean, that's an extra inch, and you're talking about what, 16 extra pounds? That's a big difference in my opinion. So maybe we go with the Pro Football Focus one here. But let's go ahead and, as always, take a look at the Pro Football Focus numbers. A 69.4 overall grade in 2024. He played 21 snaps in the A gap, 121 snaps in the B gap, 69 snaps over the offensive tackle, 5 snaps outside the offensive tackle, and 1 snap off ball. You take a look, 81.6 pass rush grade, 68.1 run defense grade, and 18.9% pass rush win rate, and a 6.0 run stop win rate, and an 88.3 true pass set rush grade as well. So Omarr Norman-Lott is a versatile type of guy, it looks like. He can play in a few different positions along the defensive line, okay? And he would be a defensive lineman in the Bucs, obviously, right? But definitely more of a pass rusher than a run stopper. He is fine at run stopping, it looks like, but his true calling in the collegiate level was his pass rush. Again, an 18.9% pass rush win rate. That's one of the best pass rush win rates we've looked at out of any draft prospect the Bucs have been interested in so far to this point. So seems like he could be a bit of a depth guy if he is projected to go in rounds 3 to 4. You have Logan Hall there, you have Vita Vea, you have Kalijah Cansey. All three of those guys had 5.5 or more sacks for the Bucs last year. So it would be interesting to see how Omarr Norman-Lott would be used in terms of pass rushing opportunities and whatnot, but I've always said it before, and I will always say it until the end of time. Can never have enough good pass rushers. So the Bucs are obviously looking at more ways to get after the quarterback, defensive line being thrown in there as well. Let's go ahead and shift gears now to the next couple of players. You have Nohl Williams coming in, cornerback out of California, 6 feet tall, 199 pounds, according to NFL.com. He is graded to be a good backup with potential to develop into a starter. 5th best production at the 2025 NFL Combine, 22nd in terms of athleticism score. However, 4.5 40-yard dash, 33.5-inch vertical jump, a 10-foot broad jump, 19 reps on the bench press. Pretty decent overall in my opinion. Used to play at UNLV before he went over to California. Also projected to be around 3 to 4 talent according to Lance Zierlein of NFL.com. Now let's go ahead and see if he does end up on the big board here for Pro Football Focus. Let's go ahead and see if we can find him on here. He is on here. He comes in at the 116th ranked player on Pro Football Focus's big board. Again, difference here in terms of the overall measurement, 6'1", 200 pounds, according to ProFootballFocus.com. Now, I will say this, Nohl Williams had some fantastic production in 2024. It makes sense. He was one of the highest graded producing cornerbacks from this past season. Look at this, folks. 7 interceptions in 2024. That's great. The Buccaneers have been looking to get more interceptions like nobody's business. Nohl Williams got a lot of interceptions in 24. You take a look, pretty much all of his snaps were outside perimeter cornerback, 785 to only 38 snaps coming in the slot, 45 in the box, 3 deep, 4 on the defensive line. Take a look at this as well. Coverage grade of 78.2, run defense grade of 78.7, allowed a completion percentage of 47.7 when targeted, pretty darn good, well above average. Man coverage grade of 67.7, zone coverage grade of 74.8. The Bucs play a lot of zone. So this definitely seems like a guy that the Buccaneers could target in the middle rounds to continue to add depth to cornerback. Now, I'm going to be honest. I do look at that 4.5 40 and I go, ooh, bit slow. Bit slow for a cornerback. Obviously, me, James, is never going to be able to run a 4.5 40-yard dash in his freaking life. But whenever you compare it to the NFL level, 4.5 is a little bit slow, especially considering cornerback is one of the most athletic positions on the football field. To get the 27th graded athleticism score at the NFL Combine is a little worrying. But after you get past that worry, Nohl Williams looks like everything that you could want in a outside perimeter cornerback that can grow and develop, right? And that's a good thing. Okay, you see the production is there, you see the advanced grades are there, you see the overall fit is there in a Todd Bowles style of defense, and Nohl Williams looks to be a guy that could potentially work out here for the Buccaneers as a mid-round target if he is available. Finally, guys, the last guy I do want to look up. I do not believe he's on the Pro Football Focus big board. It's J.J. Roberts out of Marshall. Let's go ahead and check and see if he is on the big board. I imagine he's probably not. It does not look like he is. Elijah Roberts is on there out of SMU, but J.J. Roberts is not. So I imagine this would very likely be a late round target for the Bucs if I absolutely had to guess. According to College Football Reference, 5'11", 193 pounds, played defensive back, played safety. So there is a lot of versatility here. Played a lot of games in college football for Wake Forest and Marshall as well. You take a look at this, guys. 55 games played and 213 combined tackles, 3 interceptions, 6 tackles for loss, 1 sack in his college career, 14 passes deflected in his final season in college football. You guys can see this number right here, 14 passes deflected. So could be a bit of an interesting young man to bring in as a potential depth guy somewhere along the line. I want to see, because there was another guy that they had brought in which reminded me of that. I believe it was Oregon cornerback Nico Reed who was brought in. And, you know, look, I'm happy that the Bucs are expressing interest in bringing in depth guys in the later rounds, be it versatile guys. Again, Nico Reed from Oregon had that cornerback safety hybrid versatility type of thing that the Bucs like to have in backup types of players. So it seems like you have a guy in J.J. Roberts out of Wake Forest and Marshall that could be in the same vein. But guys, those are the 3 players the Buccaneers have brought in, the new players I should say. It is Omarr, Norman-Lott, it is Nohl Williams, and it is J.J. Roberts. So the Bucs doing some homework on some middle to later round guys in there as well. What do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about it down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear it. What do you guys think about this screen layout, by the way? Let me know your thoughts and opinions on that as well. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And as always, guys, I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.